Jon Jones on the Stevio's Wild Ride podcast spoke on his relationship with Dana White. He said that Dana White flat out doesn't like him.
You know, I just wish that my relationship with Dana wasn't the way that it is. And it's like, I get that you want to make these hundreds of millions of dollars off me, but if you don't like me anymore, if you flat out don't like me, you could easily say what you want to say, but I don't feel like he actually likes me. I've never had a whiskey night and dinners and shit like that, and I don't think I'm his favorite person. I think it's really clear when you watch one of his interviews when I come up. And my point is that if that's what it is, if it has gotten to a place of being personal, then I would just much rather work for a company where I felt like I went home. I'm home when I go to work.
Dustin Poirier on the UFC ESPN 12 Media Day speaks on his matchup against Dan Hooker.
Yeah, those are the kind of fights that I want to be part of. I want to be involved in fights that fans are excited about and on their feet cheering as the fights go on. And these are the kind of fighters that I want to fight. Guys who bring those action-packed fights. No, I think the UFC wanted to book me and Dan after his win, and we were supposed to do it in San Diego. And obviously the pandemic hit, and here we are doing it at the Apex in Vegas. So I'm just excited that it's happening. You know, he's a very rangy, long, and patient fighter. And that's what makes him dangerous. I just need to perform and win. You know, winning solves everything in this sport. I need to get in there, get my hand raised, and then we'll reassess the situation of the lightweight division and where everything's at and what could possibly be next. But right now, I'm just focused on performing on Saturday night. You know, Dan's a very patient fighter, and I need to be patient as well. I need to not be over-aggressive or push something that's not there. I need to be patient and let my skills do the work. I believe I'm one fight away from a title shot with the win over Dan Hooker.
Esa es la pincha, sigue jueguito ahí, sigue jueguito ahí. Lo vas a ver después para que tú veas. Lo vas a ver después.
Dan Hooker on the UFC ESPN 12 Media Day speaks on his matchup against Dustin Poirier.
Yeah, it's very easy to get excited when you're facing an opponent like Dustin Poirier. I know he's going to come to fight, and he's going to bring the exact same thing that I'm going to bring. We both look to finish and both look to put on a show. So I as well as the fans, know why this is going to be a good one, because we've never been in a boring fight in our lives. So I'm not expecting that to change come Saturday. Yeah, well, this is combat sports. The game can change so quickly, and I feel like the winner of this fight cements himself as the next guy, the guy that's going to step in. You know, should Khabib or Tony get injured, the guy that wins this fight is the guy that lines himself to step in for the title shot. You can look at other fighters capitalizing on this opportunity. You can look at Gilbert Burns. The guys that stay ready, the guys that stay committed, and the guys that want to fight are the ones that are getting fights and the ones that are progressing their career. So I feel like I'm in exactly the same position. I'm here. I'm going to set myself up with a title shot because I can capitalize on the opportunity, because I stayed motivated when, you know, all through this pandemic, all through lockdown, through borders getting shut. I stayed training, I stayed hungry, I stayed fit, and I stayed ready so that I could make the most of this opportunity. You know, I can live with the UFC telling me that they can't get me. I can live with them saying the fight's off because you can't get a visa. I can't live with them coming to me with a fight, them coming to me saying, do you want to fight Dustin Poirier? And I can't accept it because I took my foot off the gas because of some kind of lockdown or quarantine. So I'm coming into this fight. I'm motivated and ready. Yeah, well, it's the biggest opportunity of my career, my way to put myself in line for a title shot. Like with the win here, it sets me in line as the guy that takes on the winner of Khabib versus KG. So that's a very exciting opportunity, and you know that my life's goal is to be world champion, and I'm that close to it.
Bam Bam, fun training. No?
Great training.
Bam Bam, you put our heads together, you can make an ass. When you started with me, you had a full head of hair. How old were you?
14.
14 years old. How old are you now?
32.
32 years old. I'm the godfather to your kid. You've been training with me half your life. Sarah black belt. And it's safe to say that this academy helped mold you into the man you are today.
It's not safe to say, it's a fact.
Am I putting words in your mouth?
No.
I'm just trying to say jiu-jitsu is essential. 100%. It's not just about becoming a dangerous person. That's all.
Did you save my life?
Yeah, take it from us two bald guys.
Mike Perry on the UFC ESPN 12 Media Day speaks on his matchup against Mickey Gall.
I am going to have a coach in my corner.
but that coach happens to be my girlfriend. She'll be coaching, and you know, I can't say it was much different than any other training camp I've ever had. Got my road work in, got good food in my diet, drank a lot of water, and, you know, punch in the air, you know. So I had some training partners and some bodies to work with that were down to listen and do it my way. And I'm gonna go in there on Saturday night and do it my way. No, it's just facts. Saturday night is how I stack up against him. It's how he stacks up against me. It has nothing to do with anybody we've ever fought before on either side. Any man can win when they step in there, but on Saturday night, it's just me versus him. Him versus me. Knockout. I'ma knock his ass out. I'ma knock Mickey Gall out. Yeah, y'all starting it right now, talking about we ever had a rivalry. He's a low-key Mike Perry fan, remember? And then he wants to get where I am or something, or he wants to fight me until he signed that line. Then he changed his whole tone, didn't he? But he started calling me out. He thought it was a good fight for him. But when he saw the cowboy armbar, well, his jiu-jitsu's not as good as 36-year-old Cowboy Cerrone, who's been snapping arms since the UFC began. The small cage, yeah, whatever. Like, let's go, bud. I don't care how big it is. There's less room for him to run. He wants to tell himself he likes that in there with me. Okay, well, I'm just going to stand there, and we'll see what happens. He gonna try to throw something, and I'm gonna pop his ass, and then he gonna try to grab something, and I'm gonna pop his ass again, and then he gonna fall down, and I'm gonna pop his ass one more time, and the ref gonna be pulling me off of him. I ain't even gonna let the ref pull me off. I'm gonna stay there and try to pop him a couple more.
Mickey Gall on the UFC ESPN 12 Media Day speaks on his matchup against Mike Perry.
I thought, man, it's about time. I'd mentioned this fight to Sean Shelby for over a year. We love the fight. And you know, now that it's finally come to fruition, we're happy. It's, you know, it's right. You know, get to work. We've been kind of. I've had a feeling this is going to become so. In time, so I've been preparing. You could ask people, I'm like, I bet I fight this dude in the next year or whenever. I said that like a year ago, and I'm just happy it's happening. You know, like I said, yeah, I am a low key fan of him. He brings it, comes in there and fights. That's exactly what I want. Like I can't wait. I can't wait for it. I love my hand. You know, we pretty much know what his hand is, and we're ready. I'm ready to, you know, lay the hands down, let the chips roll. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. You know, in his game, and also just what I like what the kid brings to the table. I like you know, he's a fun, violent dude. It's gonna be a fun fight, and you know, I want to put my kill shit up against his kill shit, and you know, I'm very confident that I come out on top. You know, I'm focused on myself. The only thing I can, until I'm in the cage controlling him physically, I can only control myself. I got a great team behind me. I take a lot of pride and, you know, have a lot of confidence in my team and myself. And, you know, I'm not really concerned with what he's doing. I'm going to be prepared for the best Mike Perry. But if I'm really thinking about it, I think he's been regressing. And I think, you know, I think he's been regressing. So I think I know I'm getting a lot better, and I think he's on a downward slide. So, but, you know, I've been, you know, trained hard. I'm peaking, and I'm ready for the best Mike Perry there's ever been. I know I'm the smarter guy. I'm more, you know, more well-rounded. If, you know, I have more ways to win. Whatever you call it, you know, methodical, whatever. I think, you know, like I've been saying, I'm a low-key Mike Perry fan. That's a fun guy to watch. He's fun. He comes out, he fights. Violent. He's a savage, but I'm a killer. I'm going to be a cool, calm, collected killer, and I'm going to take him out.
What? What'd you say? You getting smart there?